What's up YouTube, it's your boy Swaggertron here, bringing you guys another deck profile, this time on Hunters, and this time is for the new September 2013 ban list, so let's hop right into it. We run 3 Ma Hunters. Once per turn you can normal summon 1 level 4 light thunder type monster from your hand as an additional normal summon. Pretty much we run a lot of level 4 light thunder type monsters in this deck, so that means we could make quick rank 4 plays with this deck. And sometimes the occasional level 8 synchros if we have the tuner in hand. Really good monster. Next up we have Pa Hunter. Pretty much the same thing as Ma, except he's the guy version. Next up we have Sis Hunter. She doesn't have the same effect as Ma and Pa, but she has a great recycling ability. When this card is normal summon, you could target 1 level 4 light thunder type monster with 1600 or less attack in your grave, except Sis Hunter, and banish that target. During the end phase of the turn, add that card to your hand. Basically what I like to do is get back my Thunder Seahorses from grave, but you can also get back your Pa, Sis, or Violent Prisms back, so you can reuse them for the next turn for your big push or whatever play you would like to make. Next we have 2 Violent Prisms, your tuner of the deck, and he's a Thunder type monster, so he is able to be summoned by Ma and Sis, so it is a really good card to run. Also, he has an amazing ability for when he's sent to the graveyard. If this card is sent from the monster card zone to the graveyard, you can pay 500 life points, then target 1 face-up monster you control. Equip this card to that target. If this equipped monster attacks or is attacked, it gains 1000 attack during the damage step. Really good effect. You use that when you go into your synchro monster, let's say Stardust, and then you equip Violent Prism to that monster, then damn, you have a 3500 attacking Stardust. That is no joke. Next up we have 3 Thunder Seahorse. Basically your search of the deck. You can discard this card, add 2 level 4 light thunder type monsters of the same name with 1600 less attack from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Thunder Seahorse once per turn. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this effect. Even though you can't special summon during the turn you activate Thunder Seahorse, you still need it in this deck because this deck needs to set up quite often and it's hard to do that without Thunder Seahorse, so it's really needed. Plus, it's a level 4 light thunder type, so that means you can normal summon it with Ma or Pa, so you go into a rank 4 play. So even though you don't use it for a search, you can use it for exceeding, so it's a really good monster. Very versatile. Next up we run 1 Thunder King Raiho because it's only at 1. I only run this card just to slow down my opponent, or just to go into a rank 4 play by summoning it with Pa or Ma. So yeah, good card. Next up we run 2 Summoner Monks because we run a lot of spells. Like, hold on, let me see how many we have. We have 13 spells. So sometimes some of these spells can be dead, so I would just pitch it with Summoner Monk to sometimes search out mostly for Violent Prism and go into a quick Stardust play just to help buy some passive turns so I could draw into my stuff. So not bad. For hand traps we run 1 Honest because everything in here is light, so why not? And 2 Effect Bearers. Now for spells we run 1 Dark Hole, 3 Power Dualities. Since we have a lot of passive turns in this deck thanks to Thunder Seahorse, whenever we have Thunder Seahorse we would just search with Seahorse and then just go into Power Duality right there. Really nice play, you get a lot of pluses, and yeah, this deck needs to set up a lot, so these 6 cards right here help do that. Next up, the most broken card in this deck, Recycling Batteries. If you don't know what this card does, target 2 Thunder type monsters with 1500 less attack in your grave, add those targets to your hand. Basically, you get back your Hunters and your Violent Prisms, and just go into crazy plays. This card automatically equals 1 rank 4 monster or a synchro. It's just broken as hell in this deck. 3 MSTs because we hate back row. 1 Book of Moon. I feel like it's a staple of this format, considering that we lost a lot of traps and stuff thanks to the ban list. To round up the spells, we have 2 Forbidden Lance because again we hate back row, and the last thing we want is for our hunters to get forbidden chain. What is it? Fiendish chains, because it hurts a lot. So yeah. For the traps, pretty much the staples of what the traps are gonna look like. This format: 1 Bombless, 1 Psalm, 1 Compulse, and 1 Torrential, 2 Mirror Force, and 2 Fiendish chains. Now for the extra deck, we're gonna start off with the synchros. We have 1 Stardust. Helps slow down your opponent when they activate Mirror Force, Torrential, Bombless, stuff like that. Even Dark Hole. Very good monster. Plus combined with Violent Prism, he has 3500 attack, so really good monster. 1 Scrap Dragon. Help blow up stuff on the field. 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend, because I love this card since back in the early 2000s when this card first came out, so I just felt like throwing him in there. Plus, if you guys don't know his effect, you can pay 1000 life points to negate the activation of a spell trap that targets him. So, if your opponent tries to compulse, Fiendish, Lance, or I don't know what else. I think that's pretty much of the staples. Or Book of Moon it, you can just activate his effect, pay 1000 life points, and negate it. Also, when he destroys a monster, you gain life points equal to that monster's original attack. So you can get your life points really up there. So it's a really good card. You could drop him if you want, but personally, I love this card. And 1 Crimson Blader to deal with Mermails, Dark World, Dragon Hoodies, all that other garbage. For the XCs, we have 1 Evil Swarm Ouroboros. Ever since I went against that hero player in the montage, and he summoned, what's that monster called? The light one. What's that monster called? The Shining. I wish I had something to bounce it back, and Ouroboros would have been perfect for that duel. And since we don't have Shockmaster anymore since he got banned, he's honestly probably the best rank 4 monster that requires 3 level 4s in my opinion. 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Diamond Dyer, 2 Starly Paladins, because we have a lot of level 4 light monsters, so we can make them pretty easily. Plus his effect is pretty damn good, so who wouldn't want to weaken a opponent's monster to 0 and then render them useless? Because why not? 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Pappy, 1 Mindstroke, and 2 Castero Omegas, because to make this monster you need 2 level 4 light monsters, and guess what? This is pretty much all this deck runs. And to be honest, considering that this looks like it's going to be a trap heavy format, Castero Omega is going to be one of the best monsters you can make. So decks like this is probably going to be really top tier due to the fact that I can make Castero Omega. And to round it up, we have 1 Castellar M7, because we have 2 Omegas, so by the off chance we can make M7, we'll go for it. And then we can just get back something like Honest, Effect Veller, Seahorse, whatever the situation requires. So just to add more to recycling. Really good monster. Plus that 2700. No bitch. So yeah guys, this has been my Hunter profile for the new September 2013 ban list. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, leave a like. Subscribe for future content. So yeah guys, until next time, it's been your boy Swaggertron. Peace.